who Houston is. 35-4 this season. Florida also went 35-4. And the second half of the national championship is underway. Cryer limited in that first half. Roberts gets it back to Cryer.
Doesn't need much space.
Crowded there by Clayton. Now it's Roberts. Contact. It's a blocking foul on Condon.
I say Condon doing a good job knowing Roberts likes to get to that left hand. Sort of a broken play there. Condon trying to plant those feet just a little bit late drawing that charge.
Yeah, never got chest to chest on him.
One thing Todd Golden has done well during this tournament is adjustments at halftime. They've been a second half team, the Gators.
And one of them has to be Clayton off the ball, give it up, and come back and get it.
Cryer got it.
The window they talked about, right? A front window, 2 feet, 3 feet, unabashed now to drill the deep one.
Houston is 33-0 when holding the opponent to 70 points or fewer. Our drive denied on the inside.
Roberts right there.
Ahead, Sharp. That's rejected by Clayton.
Well, Sharp isn't have much of a conscience, does he?
Not at all.
He is a confident stroker from deep, but what a reaction by Clayton. He can help do a lot of little things to get his club going.
1 minute gone by in this second half. 6-point lead for the Houston Cougars. That is now 6 blocks for Houston. Roberts way outside.
It does have a counter.
The spin shot. Off balance delivery doesn't go.
Got to come back to that left arm.
Clayton.
Nice pass.
Give it up. Condon is there. And he flushes it down.
And Raph, I like that. The screen and roll action. He didn't stop with the ball. He still attacked, stayed aggressive, and found the streak in Condon.
8 points, 5 rebounds for Alex Condon. Cryer lets it fly. It's off the mark. Packed up in the air, claimed by Chinyalu. Check in with Tracy.
Kelvin Sampson at half, happy with the execution of the game plan, especially on defense. He said the game is going to come down to who knocks down shots. He said we're getting good looks. They're just not falling. We saw that there with Cryer, one actually going in. Todd Golden telling me that he didn't need to say anything to Walter Clayton Jr. He didn't sense any frustration. He said if we take care of the basketball, we rebound. He believes things will open up for him in this half.
Was that on Condon?
It was. That foul is on Condon. Another Florida turnover. That's number 2 on Condon. And that's 10 turnovers for the Gators.
He needs a lot of drills to get to the spot.
Uzan directing traffic. Spins. He's fouled in the act. Clayton got his hand in the cookie jar.
Down low, Condon here trying to get physical with Tugler there. Didn't really need that. He had the inside position. Certainly maybe a little bit of frustration on his part. The turnovers in that first half. And untimely foul on that end.
Milo's Uzan at the free throw line. When we talked to Kelvin Sampson about him, he said it took some time. He broke his nose, had surgery in early October. He missed 21 days of practice, and then eventually he felt the team gave Uzan permission to be the point guard, having to step in, replacing Jamal Shed, who was the heart and soul of the team. They were telling Uzan, you have to be more aggressive, and he took the note.
He did. They empowered him, and certainly big shoes to fill with Shed, who was so good for them last year, but he has found a way to really make an impact and be a great guard for this team.
Would you be surprised if he got hurt in a rebounding drill? That's where it happened with Houston, yeah.
36-30, Cougars.
Nice. They got an offensive foul. I like the set, though. Playing off the ball. And a double look on the right baseline, but moving.
Will Richard will pick it up. It happened in front of Todd Golden.
Right there, Richard.
Yeah, right here.
Dropping that right shoulder there. I don't know if that was really needed on that play, but I agree, Raph. First half, a lot of screen and roll action for Clayton. Second half, get him coming off screens and getting open looks.
They had 1 foul the entire first half. They have 4 now in the second half.
How quick is he?
Contact inside.
Trying to get underneath.
It's going to be Richard again. Contact with Tugler.
They got a
technical
on the bench.
On the bench, yeah.
This has been building on the Florida sideline.
I don't think it's on Todd Golden.
No.
I think it's on the bench.
They were all up
On the court.
Because the benches are lower based on the elevated floor, we saw a number of people pop off the bench and take a step up.
Look, that Richard had grabbed his arm and almost kind of
trying to sell it at the end.
But he did grab his body there with his left arm.
It has been getting chippier, though, and you have to meet the force of Houston. You got to be competitive, not out of order, but competitive.
Well, it looks like Florida said we want to be more physical at halftime. They come out, and it just hasn't quite worked. Certainly picking up 2 quick fouls here.
They've been more physical, but it's cost them.
Exactly.
It has drawn the attention of the officials. Doug Sermons was the one who noticed the reaction on the Florida sideline. And this is where the assistants jumped off the bench. They started.
Oh, by the way, that's news. Where he shoots it at 90.
So they have committed 5 fouls in 2 minutes and 39 seconds.
And look at the length of the clock, too. 17:20 left. Quickly into the bonus.
37-30. Houston in front. They maintain possession. Uzan, the trigger man, get it in. Cryer gets a clean look and bottom.
They didn't switch properly. They pointed, and nobody covered the shooter coming off the bump.
What a nice set there, too.
The lead has ballooned to 10. And they're going to get a call on the perimeter. Clayton trying to make something happen on the outside.
They're saying on the floor.
Well, Raf, they won a game on a baseline outbound play against Purdue. And once again, great execution, confusion there on the part defensively of Florida. Get the ball in your best shooter's hands.
Tugler with a great screen, too.
Tugler picks up the foul. It was on the floor, non-shooting. Martin lets it fly. Doesn't go.
And right here,
it is going to be a foul on Francis using the body to box out Chinyalu.
And Chinyalu had inside position there. Francis tried to lock him out there on that rebound attempt.
Get it in for Richard. Had the big first half for Florida. Looking for offense. Clayton.
Look at this kid move his legs, Roberts. He does not give up on a play. Magnificent.
Clayton, ball fake, kick it to nobody.
That's where they're in trouble. He's got to do something quickly, give it up, get a screen, a pin down, maybe run a little.
Just this whole game has been bothered on the offensive end. Surprising.
Florida is discombobulated, and Clayton has been completely neutralized. Cryer, feed the post. Roberts, bumping bodies, flips it up, and gets the roll.
He is so at home with that delivery. That southpaw stick.
This is the largest deficit of the tournament for Florida, and an 8-0 run for Houston. They're up by 12. Houck, aggressive play. Kick. Richard doesn't go. And it's rebounded by Cryer.
Got to step it up on this end. With some action at the other.
11-2 this half. Roberts push shot doesn't go. And it's rebounded by Francis.
They call timeout. They got it.
He got it.
Heads up play. Boy, he's been solid. Well, Davy Crockett had a bad day.
Right now it's a 12-point Houston cushion.
It all begins here if you want to creep back in this.
Cryer against Clayton. Spin, fade.
Got to game this kid.
Off the rim. And the rebound is grabbed by Houck.
And you made an interesting point at halftime. Clayton doesn't have that middle game. Nice lob here, though.
The steal and the slap for Condon.
And Condon once again getting down the floor, rim running. Great awareness and delivery. That's right, getting stops right now for Florida and finding some offense somehow, some way. A must.
Uzan using the screen. They switch it now with Clayton defensively. Nice knock away by Clayton. Turnover. Clayton running the floor. Fumbled it for a moment. Spins. Left hand shovel. Foul call.
He's having trouble with the bounce. He did the first half as well.
Clayton. He has made 20 of 21 in his last 2 games. He is yet to score tonight. Averaging 18.5 points per game.
And Bert, 7 assists. Just play within it. Let it come to you. Let it breathe a little bit.
Trying to cut it to 8 and does.
Maybe for him, making those free throws, seeing the ball go through the basket can get him going on the offensive end. Gators will need production from him to get back into this game.
Only one field goal attempt over the last 18 minutes of game action for Walter Clayton Jr.
Now watch Francis, a good offensive rebound. Last year he averaged over 2 offensive rebounds a game. Coach got to make sure he sticks them.
Isolation, Roberts. Great angle.
And Raph, they like that matchup. Roberts on Condon. They have gone to him frequently here in this game.
There's that middle game.
Tip in doesn't go. Hauk couldn't grab it. The save extending out is sharp. He laid out. They keep possession for Houston.
They leave it all on the floor.
It's a 10-point Cougars lead. Just about 6 minutes gone by in this second half. Sharp goes down.
They got Clayton on a little. Sharp sold it too.
Like he got tripped a little bit there.
Already against Florida. So 1-1 here for Emmanuel Sharp, who shoots it at 87%.
14 minutes. A long time to put him on the foul line.
The Big 12 won back-to-back national championships. 2021, 2022, Baylor and Kansas. And Houston is trying to do something that they have never done before. Win the title.
And Bert, nobody on the free throw line. John Chaney used to do this at Temple. Make sure nobody goes over the back, makes a mistake.
Sharp goes 1 out of 2. The Houston lead is 11.
I think Hook's trying to get going too.
Jumper out off. And a foul called on the floor against Houston. Clayton now on the bench, replaced by Aberdeen.
A good look there at the top.
Well, they ran their offense, got the ball side to side, got the defense to shift a bit, created that open shot. Condon on the glass.
That's the second foul on Jawan Roberts.
When you were playing and struggling, I'm sure Mike put his arms around you, hugged you, how much he loves you. Like, how did you mentally over, like Clayton right now seems to be in that doldrums?
Right here looks like they're going to review, but no, when you're struggling, you got to find other ways to contribute. Certainly Roberts there.
The previous action, rebound action, is being under review for a potential hook and hold.
As Coach K catches a stray for no reason, let's check.
Holding, but do I think that rises to a flagrant one? No, fellas. I think it's a common foul, and we play on ball out of bounds.
I wonder if it's taken them a little bit out of their own flow and rhythm.
Was one of the things that he talked about with us a few weeks ago. This last season didn't think they were tough enough, and the workouts in the summer, they came back better, stronger, a greater mentality. And you wonder if they talked about that at halftime, because they've come out and been uncharacteristically physical, which is called.
Gene's not very sympathetic, by the way. Almost lost his wrist.
I didn't think, not a lot of blood on the play, Raph. The arms weren't really just dangling there, you know. I thought it was just a good big boy play, truthfully.
They are tough to referee against, though. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, definitely. When you've got athletes like this, you don't want to punish them for being over athletic, and when they're matching each other, so long as there's not a lot of big advantage type stuff, I think you let it play. These guys are doing a good job so far.
Yeah, Gene's old school. Raph's older school.
Gene never wore out a whistle when he refereed.
And there's another foul that's going to be called on Francis on the outside as Hauk was trying to make his move.
Nice set there on the inline. Out of
stepping on his foot.
He's got to be aggressive, though. He's got to look for his shot and be aggressive for the Gators.
I agree with you. No question. Little hold against Francis again.
Yeah, the fouls are piling up now. We did not have these kinds of whistles in the first half, but here in the second half, a different story. That's number 3 on. Handed off. Richards swing for Hauk. Aberdeen on the perimeter.
Empty side. Could take advantage.
Shake and bake it. Aberdeen gets to the rim.
Nice read. They tried to ice it this way. Number 11. 2 to go.
First 2 of the night for the junior Denzel Aberdeen. 45-36. Houston.
Houston, you got to continue to go at Roberts get him the ball against Condon.
Tugler keeps it moving. Uzan, no good. Roberts, the offensive rebound.
He wants the ISO now. You got to stay at home.
Roberts, fake. Over Condon, no.
Nice job defensively.
Aberdeen looks up the floor. His team is down by 9. Martin lines it up.
Nice step back. Coach is not happy with that defense there.
Not at all. Pointing at Roberts.
Yeah.
It is a 6-point Houston lead, 12:23 to go in regulation.
Nice hesitation.
Pryor the dish. Tugler the clear. 10 to shoot.
Nice double here. You got to recover.
Gets it back. Shot clock at 5. Rejected on the perimeter by Hunt. Running the floor and Hunt twisting and turning for the bucket of the foul.
How good was that sprint and the strength to maintain the ball as well. You're right. They're a little more involved. Clayton back on the floor now. He's got to fit himself right in a mental way and his approach to the offense as well.
7-0 run. The Rowdy Reptiles have gotten back into it. It's a 4-point game.